some stuff and come from behind. And if he's worthy of that title, then he will come from behind.
Chavez fairly sprints out of his corner to begin round 5. And Richard Steele says, hold on just a second.
They forgot his mouthpiece.
Yeah, he'll need that. Steele refereed Chavez's destruction of Edwin Rosario, so he has seen at close range what Julio Cesar Chavez is capable of. So far, he hasn't seen the same kind of performance tonight, but that right hand got across the top of the guard of Rodolfo Aguilar. Aguilar landing the jab 2 or 3 times. Chavez feels constrained to have to leap in to throw the left.
Chavez is more so following Aguilar around the ring instead of cutting the ring off.
He's been chasing him since round 2, Ray.
And in doing so, because of the movement of Aguilar, it's being difficult for Chavez to put his punches together. He's been loading up since round 1. Good left hook by Chavez.
And you saw that the right sent Aguilar reeling for the moment. Aguilar begins to hang on.
Aguilar did the right thing, tie his man up, but now he must move because he's still on clear street.
Another right hand.
Now we may see more combinations by Chavez. There's that right hand, that beautiful looping right hand.
And Aguilar's left eye is beginning to close up, Ray.
The punching of Chavez, the way he throws that looping right hand, because it comes on the blind side of his southpaw.
Aguilar won't step back. Continues to land punches, even amid his temporary distress. Chavez begins to look a little more composed again. But we near the end of round 5, and as Larry Merchant pointed out, it was even money here as to whether this bout would make it through 6 rounds.
That was a much better round for Chavez. If he had, maybe he had the habit of laying back after knocking him down in the first round, he might have relaxed a little. I think he's back into it now.
Are you tired? I'm asking you if you're tired.
Respirando fuerte.
A deep breath. Breathe deeply. Okay. Get the air out. Get the air out. At distance, always throw your jab.
Let's watch as Chavez goes to work. Comes in close, the left. Always moving forward. Always moving forward. So, Mr. Aguilar is proving that General Noriega isn't the only lightweight in Panama right now.
We asked Rodolfo Aguilar if he were acquainted with General Noriega, and he insisted only de periódico, solamente de newspapers. Round 6 begins, and Chavez continues to stalk at close range.
Chavez needs to be very careful about the way he plants his feet. You see, he has both feet together. It's easy to be knocked down. It doesn't matter how big or small puncher you are, because you're off balance.
Well, there's a certain arrogance in any great fighter, and you get the impression that Chavez doesn't believe Aguilar can hurt him.
Aguilar appears to be wearing down now. Those uppercuts and a looping right hand. Look at that beautiful shot.
Aguilar looking for a place to fall after the right hand. And his corner is up on the apron. Steele looks at the corner as if to say, do you want in? And they do want in. And Richard Steele stops the fight.
A great fighter does what he has to do to look great. And after having some difficulty for a few rounds following a first round knockdown, Chavez goes to work and ends the fight sensationally.
1 minute, 13 seconds of the 6th round.
Thank you.
And Julio Cesar Chavez runs his record officially to 57-0. So it was a fight in which there were more than a few moments of frustration for Julio Cesar Chavez, and if he proved anything tonight, Ray, it is that he can overcome temporary frustration and go on to knock his opponent out.
Well, it was indeed frustration, and the right hand pretty much started everything. Aguilar fought a pretty good fight, but what wore Aguilar down was the inside fighting and the looping right hands. That right hand there proved to be effective against southpaws. Aguilar at this point here is out of it.
He wanted a place to fall down after Chavez landed the right hand to the temple, one of the vulnerable areas which can sometimes create a knockout. As you see this right hand land, you'll see right next to the eye on the temple, and Aguilar said, that'll do.
I'm sure that Chavez will go back and watch the tape, and he will find that the best way to fight a southpaw is to be a little more composed. The looping right hand, it's a beautiful shot.
I remember you against a southpaw named Ayub Kaluli. It wasn't your best looking performance either, but you were able to come back, dominate the late rounds, and win the fight, just as Chavez was able to do here. And here are the final punch stat computations. Chavez throwing 273 punches, landing 143 of them. You see that Aguilar was the much busier fighter, though without landing nearly as many blows. And right now, let's go up to ring announcer Chuck Hull for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 13 seconds of the 6th round. Referee Richard Steele stops the bout. The winner by a TKO, still undefeated, and still the WBA lightweight champion of the world, Julio Cesar Chavez.